Well, what a movable tiny home is it's basically the same type of structure as a ADU, where it's like a second unit. However, it's just on wheels. So the difference with ADU is that it remains on the wheels. They take the tongue off and then they skirt it and they still hook it up to the utilities and to the water, septic or sewer, just like they would an ADU. So that's really what the definition, the simple definition of a movable tiny home is. No, I'm so glad that you said that because that's exactly what a movable tiny is not. It's not an RV. They have no motors, so you're not going to be seeing all these movable tiny homes on the freeway moving around. It actually just remains on the wheels so that it can be moved at a later point. But they definitely do not have motors like RVs. So movable tiny homes can do so much for San Diego, where our seniors, our youth, veterans, families, they're being priced out of the market and they're leaving San Diego. I mean, for the price of one single family residence, single family home in San Diego, I think it was back in March, it was like 628,000. So for the price of one single family residence, you can get like 10 tiny homes. So like for our seniors and our veterans who are on a fixed income, they, a lot of the seniors, for example, they really like the idea of movable tinies because they can actually put a second unit in their existing home where they really no longer need that big home, or they might not be able to afford it. And so what a lot of them have talked about is actually moving into the smaller unit and then renting out the one in the front, so that way they can afford to live at their home and age in place. And as far as the youth are concerned, I mean, there was a statistic that came out for San Diego State students that there was about 2,000 homeless students that were living in the parking lot because they couldn't afford rent in San Diego. So I mean, again, tiny homes can do a lot for San Diego. Well, San Diego is actually following what Los Angeles did, and well, actually, the city of Los Angeles. Los Angeles has 88 jurisdictions, where San Diego has 19. And so the city of San Diego is doing the same thing that LA did, where they are adding the movable tiny into the ADU ordinance as an ADU type. And so even though it took Los Angeles about 3 years to go through the process, San Diego's actually been moving pretty fast. Here in April of this year, it went to Planning Commission. And then once again, unanimously, Planning Commission voted, yes. And so actually, we're very excited because today is actually a very important day for the movable tiny here in San Diego. And the city council is going to be voting to either approve it or to not approve it.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move that motion, and unless any of the council members want to correct their supporting this, we'll go ahead and move forward with the unanimous support on this. Thank you. Thank you all. Clerk, please read Resolution 31.
July 21st, 2020, the City of San Diego approved the movable tiny home under the ADU, aka Companion Unit Ordinance. Stay tuned to find out what the other San Diego jurisdictions will do, or better yet, how will the state of California respond to this true affordable housing solution.